I had been principal in a principal and in administration position from last 15 years, and right from my schooling days, I was inspired by my teachers, and I'm very thankful to teachers like a few teachers who inspired me and motivated me, and then I thought of following them. And the passion towards teaching made me comfortable and get participated in the teaching profession. And then I'm very lucky enough to got my administrative position in General Motors when I was working there in Bangalore. At that administrative position and passion towards teaching created my interest in teaching, and that is why I'm associated with this sector.
Okay, that's great, sir.
Yeah.
The second question is, being the principal of Navsahyadri Education Society Group of Institution, what is your philosophy of leadership? How will you define your leadership style?
To be frank on this, I'm an autocratic kind of leadership wherein you would like to get the work done at fast pace from the faculties. But then teaching is such a noble profession wherein you need to take your teachers along with you, and then inspire them by leading. You want to be a leader by example. So I have to do things on my own, show them the practicals, show them what I am doing, and then keep them motivated and activated. So my leadership is to get the things done at fast pace from the faculties by taking them with you and then following some autocratic type of personality. And I strongly believe in honoring abilities of the teachers. And this is the way I would like to go, and this is the way I take my leadership in this profession.
Okay.
Manish.
How does the curriculum of Navsahyadri Education Society Group of Institution ensures the best practices of the industry?
See, Navsahyadri Group of Institutions is affiliated to Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune. So, as such, we are not directly involved in the curriculum designing. But I'm happy to share with you that my faculty members are part of a board of studies for different streams with Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune. We called it as SPPU Pune. And this way, we are indirectly part of the Board of Studies and Curriculum Designing and Development of the Pune University. And you must know that Pune University is called as Oxford of the East. Pune University is known for the academics. So this way, the syllabus is quite advanced and latest. And this way, we as a Navsahyadri Group and my university keep the curriculum updated to the mark where industry's requirements are being followed. For example, we means as Pune University, and we have recently modified the syllabus for wherein we involved Python, R programming. Right from first year of engineering, my students start learning Python and data analytics course. Even we have environmental aspects involved in my curriculum, in our curriculum, rather I would say. And this way, the curriculum is very advanced and helpful to the students to make their career. Manish.
Yeah, that's a great initiative, sir. Moving on to the next question, what do you think the role of roles and responsibility to the university and the students are?
Uh, as I say, answered in my question one and two or three, my role is very specific. Being principal of the engineering institution, I play a crucial role towards my management and students. And as I affiliated to Pune University, Pune SPPU, I have a role to play with Pune University also. I have to follow the decorum of the Pune University. The guidelines given by university need to be followed. So this way, I'm associated directly or indirectly with the Pune University, and uh, to make the university elevated level, I need to follow their discipline, their exam pattern style, stick to the various rules and regulations, and make it followed. Considering students, my role is very active in the college. I need to see what are the requirements of the students in day-to-day life, specifically to academics and non-academic activities. I need to be part of them. I am all the time involved with the students and make sure that their needs about the curriculum, their needs about the practical, their needs about the research.
What do you see the institute top priority over next 5 years or 10 years?
The when I say Navsahyadri or any educational institutes, next 5 or 10 years priorities should be students. Students are our main customers directly or indirectly, and then my stakeholders like employers are the companies who are hiring my students. So, as in such institutes, priorities are moving around the students. So, whatever students' requirements are, I need to follow and make them complete. For example, my students' most requirements nowadays are employment. Engineering education, as such, has uh, gone to slightly lower level in private sector, having mushrooming of the engineering institutions and availability of abundant colleges in the nearby areas. Students having more number of intake, the students level has also gone down. There are many students who are coming from uh, the capacity wherein they did not or they're not able to follow the engineering education curriculum. So my main priority is to make them employable, and to make them employable I need to work on their skill sets. And I specifically would like to tell you that Navsahyadri Education Society concentrates on training and placement part. So improving their employability and making them employable and placing them at a good company is my first priority. Maybe it is not for next 5 years, but it's going to be for long term, being an educational institution. The second priority is to improve their entrepreneurship skills. We have incubators in our college, and we don't want to create an employment, but we want to create the students who are creating further employment to others. So incubation center, making actively and producing lots of employable students and employers is my priority. Third is making my institutions to be a preferred institution in the engineering education sector, specifically in Pune and in and around sector. So to make it prominent and visible in the area, what is my priority is to get it accredited from a good institutions. I have already got it accredited through NAC Bangalore, and we have received grade A. But that is not enough. I need to make it accredited through various national and international reputed institutions, get ranking of it, such as National Board of Accreditation, and then NIRF ranking, and then there are many international ranking. So that is my next priority. So as in whole, I would say making them employable, giving them good training and placements, and getting accreditation to the institutions so that it is visible. And last target maybe for next 10 years is to being a standalone institutions and affiliated to Savitribai Phule Pune University. I would like to take it to further by having a good private university and give opportunities to the students on various areas other than engineering. So that is what is my 10 years motto is.
Okay. When you first became a part of Navsahyadri Education Society, what was your vision for the university?
I joined institutions maybe 5 years back, and then I joined the institutions with the vision to, as I said in my earlier answer, to make it prominent and visible to the students. Being a standalone institution, it's very difficult. I already have narrated that there are lots of mushrooming of the institutions in the area. Every 5 kilometers you'll find an engineering college when I'm concerning about engineering college. So make it visible and acceptable to the students. And how to make it, my vision was to, as I said in my earlier answer, so to make it accredited. So we got NAC accreditation, and then we have a students forum wherein we were recognized by the students. My next vision was, we have got industry backup. We have got vertical machining centers in my college, and my own, our management has their own industry in Pune. So to make use of that vision and provide facilities to the students wherein they can directly work on job training. I'm happy to share you that my students, who are having financial issues or who are staying in my college hostel, they are working in my industry in second shift or night shift. Maybe somewhere around 3 o'clock we start the shift, and we arrange timetable from them accordingly. So I have to make use of this facility, and then I'm happy to share you that my vision at par is now. Now properly maintained. I'm sticking up to my vision. I have completed few steps of that, such as making use of the infrastructure, making use of the industry backup that I have, making accreditation to the college. We have got NAC accredited, and making use of the MIDC that I'm surrounded by. My college is surrounded by Shirva MIDC, wherein 150 industries are situated, and there is a lot of potential for students to make use of that MIDC industries and factories. So I send my students for internship to these nearby industries. I ask the experts from industries to come to my college and train them. Even I'm working on a model wherein the companies start finding out their students in third year, at the start of third year of engineering, and they train them for 2 years the way they want it. So my students get a kind of sandwich pattern. They get trained on the academics, they get trained on the domain knowledge by the college faculties, and they are trained by the industry as per their requirements. Say, for example, I have an industry called as MTech automation, and then I have an industry called as stalwarts. So they know what are their requirements from the students when they come on board. So they start teaching, maybe practical teaching to my students. They impart their employability skills from their point of view. And when students are placed right from third year, first semester, they get 2 years of time to know where they are going to work. And as a result of this, they are job ready when they complete their degree. Even before they get their results, they are placed in the companies where they were associated for last 2 years. They know their manager, they know their boss, they have already visited the industry. And the moment they go to the industry, very first day, they start working there with their job roles. So this was my vision, and I'm very happy to share that I'm on the verge of completing it. So as such, I'm on the way to complete my vision toward the institute to make it happen.
Okay. What do you see as now Navsahyadri Education Society as a greatest strength?
As I said earlier, my greatest strength is there are two strengths I would like to narrate you. One is situated slightly away from the Pune city. It's almost 15 kilometers away from the city. We are in a zone which is pollution free, which is surrounded by greenery and slightly uphill. So that makes me isolated from the crowd. That makes me isolated from the distraction to the students. Once students came into the college, when they reach, they don't have any distractions. They don't want to go out, and they don't have any choice. And then they stay in the college, concentrate on the academics, right from morning 9 to maybe 5, 6, whatever they want. If they are staying in the hostel, they make use the laboratories. Even in the night sessions, the library is open, the labs are open for their practicals. If they want to participate in competitions, they make use of the infrastructure. So I would say this is my first strength. Pollution-free, green. Even I'm happy to share you that there are few movies who have visited our campus and have done their shooting. It's such a nice and beautiful campus, 20 plus acres, green. So this is first. And coming on to the technical strength, I have my own industry setup. We have got some vertical machining centers located in my campus. We are working there throughout in 3 shifts. We have employees employed over there. So my students get direct interaction with the factory. They know how the orders are processed, right from getting order or tender to making or supplying the output. Right, various processes of the product manufacturing. So specifically, mechanical engineers get a good advantage of the industry, and allied to it, electronics and electrical engineers also get insight how the industry functions, what are the various requirements of the industry. So this is the part of the industry that I have set up. I have got one more industry which is located in another in Pune MIDC, which is owned by my management, it's a college itself. So students have an access to work in the college campus, to get exposed to the industry which is situated nearby area, and get to know the industry functioning right from first year. When the student join in first year to my college, I ask them to take a round in the industry whenever they want. And then they make a group of 4 or 5 people and visit industry, and they see how really the industry is performing. What are the different softwares available there? What are the machines they are going to learn? So right from first year, they get it. So this is my second strength. So having located in green area, having my own industry backup, and third, as I said, having located the college located in such area wherein 150 industries are there in 50-kilometer radius from center of my college, they get exposure to visit that company's area of time. They don't have to struggle to get visits and internships. So these are the strengths of Navsahyadri Group.
Okay. What are some of the biggest challenges you see both for higher education in general and for your institutes?
Higher education in general, the challenge I see is that most of the students are not focused and they follow the crowd when they go for their career choice. I would say the students should concentrate and select the career option that they would like to uh, get on them. They have to work for that career throughout their life. Once I decide to go for mechanical engineering, I know I will have to work for rest 40-50 years of my life in the mechanical engineering field. So in general, what I have observed is when students are in 10th or 11th or 12th standard, they go by crowd. Like they see what is the scope to computer engineering. So people say, no, there is artificial intelligence coming in, so you have scope for computer. And then everybody starts going to computer engineering. And once they complete the course, they realize, oh, I'm not made for coding. I don't like to sit for hours on the computer. And it's vice versa. Few students there were trained when people wanted to go to mechanical engineering because they say there's tremendous scope in mechanical engineering. And I would say it's not like whether it is mechanical, computer engineering, or I would not say it's about engineering or pharmacy or arts and commerce. What in general students see when they go for higher education is they see their crowd, they see their friends, they see their relatives. One of my relatives has become IAS, so I want to become IAS, or I want to go for competitive exams. And once they start working on this, they land up in a position wherein they cannot even crack the competitive exam, and they don't have background where they have to make their career, and then they start feeling depression. So in general, to select higher education, students should be very selective. They should know what is their priority, what they want to do in their life, and in such a way they should go for higher education. So this is in general the problem for higher education in general. And specific to Navsahyadri Education, having said, students come by crowd and they take admission and then they realize, oh, I'm not made for this branch, that branch, I want to change the branch. They should be focused on that. Second is, students, specifically I'm located in a rural area. Students who are coming to me have very low communication skills, specifically English. So I need to work on English part for them, start from first year again and hone their skills to make them good in communication skill. And so this is the second Navsahyadri Education Societies, I would say the restrictions are. So this is what I would suggest. The student should have their own focused mind and work on that.
Okay, moving on to the last questions. Any suggestion you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
The suggestion that I would give, most of the students don't like it when I say, the entire crowd, the entire youth is being, trained on their mind on the social media. So what your career options you have? I would ask, or I would request the youth not to go on social media and invest their time. It's not waste, but invest their time on the social media and get distracted from the education. These are the crucial 3-4 years of time when they get educated, when they learn, when they have chance to groom their personality. After 12, they know that they already have decided what they are going to do. When you are decided, you should be focused for next 3-4 years of, say, if they are going to engineering, you should be focused on these 4 years of time. You should know what I'm going to do after engineering. And the major distractions I see is the mobile, internet, and social media. There are good parts on this that can be a different subject of debate. But then using limited period of time on social media, using it for good purpose is different. And investing a lot of amount on this ruins their career. Now, I have seen students who don't read nowadays, who don't want to use reference books for these subjects. They just want to clear the subject, pass it, and keep involved in the engage entertainment activities. So I would say they should refrain themselves from using social media for the entertainment of part. Maybe yes, they can partially use it to get updated, to know what is happening in nearby circumstances. But primarily they should focus on the career that they are planning to go with, and I would request them to be participative in the processes that college is asking them to be participated in, the processes that parents are asking them, and to participate in processes that they want to make their career with. They should not be distracted with such a system wherein you are investing your time on YouTube, you are investing your time on Facebook, you are investing. There are many social media platforms. I would not narrate them, but isolate yourself, make your career, and participate in nation building process is what my request and suggestion would be.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's all from my side, sir. It was a pleasure having you on board, and it was a nice talking to you. That's all for today, sir. Thank you for giving your time. Okay.
Thank you, Manish. Thanks to Collegedunia. I appreciate that Collegedunia and you have given me time. Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you, sir.